I used to weigh 275 pounds and I wanted to lose weight, but I love snacks and I didn't want to give them up in order to lose it. So I decided to keep them in, but focus on choosing healthier ones instead. The problem was, all of the ones that I was choosing, even though they were healthy, were actually causing me to gain weight. And so I just kept failing. So in this video, I decided to go to Walmart and pick out the 8 worst weight loss snacks and share them with you. Then I'm also gonna share the 8 best ones, because once I switched to those and started eating those instead, I was actually able to get in and stay in a calorie deficit and lose 130 pounds, and I've kept it off for 10 years. Bazinga! Number 1. For the worst, granola. And I'm showing the Great Value raisin, nut, and seed granola. 1 cup is 420 calories. There are 2 things wrong with granola. 1, I'm doing a cut right now, so I'm only eating a little over 1,500 calories a day. If I were to have just 1 cup of the granola for a snack, that would take up a lot of my day's worth of calories, and I wouldn't have very much left over for meals, and I'd be starving, and it would probably send me off track. The second problem is, because granola is marketed as healthy, as soon as people decide that they're gonna lose weight, including me in the past, they go out and buy granola, and they just start eating it without looking at the nutrition label and knowing how much is in a serving and how many calories it is. So they're eating and eating the granola, wondering why they're not losing weight, and it's because granola is hundreds of calories per serving. I used to go buy granola and I would eat half the box for a snack, thinking, well, it's healthy, so I don't have to track it. Weight loss is about being in a calorie deficit. You have to eat less. It's about quantity, not quality. Just because it's healthy doesn't mean it's low calorie. You still have to measure everything, even if it's healthy or not. So for the best, as the best replacement for granola, I choose Cheerios. And I'm showing Honey Nut Cheerios. 1 cup is 140 calories. I love that it's made with whole grains and it's got a good amount of fiber. So it helps me feel full, and I can use it the same way that granola is used. I top my yogurt with it, I put it on my yogurt bowls. Also, I'll just put a cup in a bowl and eat it with protein milk for an even more filling snack because of the protein in the milk. And friends, I paired the best snacks with portion control to lose my weight. So if you wanna know more of the exact meals and portions that I ate to lose it, you can buy my weight loss ebook called The First 50. The link's down below, and code Nicole will save you 10% off. And if you're looking for a baller protein powder, I got you covered, honey. This is the bee's knees. It's HTLT Subs casein and whey protein powder. This is the brand new cake pop flavor. Kyle and I just tried it yesterday in our protein ice cream, and this is amazing. It literally tastes like confetti cake with icing on it. It is so good. Code Nicole will save you 15% off, and the link is down below. And protein is amazing for weight loss because it lowers your hunger hormone, ghrelin, and it helps you feel fuller longer. And it's very normal to be hungry when you're eating in a calorie deficit, so I like keeping this on hand to add protein to my meals without adding a whole ton of calories. That way I can feel full a lot longer throughout the day.
And yes, there's sprinkles in there.
Oh, there's sprinkles in it, buddy. I forgot. That's the best part. Good points, cute sassy. Number 2, for the worst, full fat flavored Greek yogurt. I'm showing the Liberté 2% vanilla with chocolate pieces, and 3/4 of a cup is 180 calories and 13 grams of protein. I love full fat flavored Greek yogurt, but the problem is they're a lot more calories and less protein than the one that I've selected as the best, which is the one that I use all the time, plain fat-free Greek yogurt. The one I'm showing is the Oikos Pro plain, 3/4 of a cup is 100 calories and 19 grams of protein. What I love about that is I'm getting Greek yogurt for way less calories and a lot more protein, and then I just flavor the plain myself using either like fat-free, sugar-free pudding mix or sugar-free flavorings that I get from like Winners and Home Sense. This is a cookie dough flavor. Or I'll put a little bit of protein powder in it and that'll flavor it plus give it more protein. So then it keeps my calories low, but I still get a really tasty yogurt. The other cool thing about the Oikos Pro is it does have flavors that are the same calories, 100 for 3/4 of a cup, and 18 grams of protein. They have strawberry, vanilla, and banana, but they were all out at the store, so we didn't get B-roll of that. But if you're looking for a flavored one, just look for one with lower calories and more protein. And there's nothing wrong with any of the foods that I've labeled as the worst snacks. My problem with them is, for the massive amount of calories, you only get a small portion. For me, on top of it being normal to be hungry when you're eating in a calorie deficit, I have a really big appetite. So if I just eat like a cup of granola and a couple more of these snacks, my whole day's worth of calories is taken up and it's not very much food. So I'll be starving. What I like to do instead is choose a bunch of low calorie, high volume foods so I can make a really high volume meal plan full of protein so that I can actually feel full even though I'm eating in a calorie deficit to meet all my goals. Number 3, for the worst, Skinny Pop popcorn. I'm showing the butter flavored one, and 5 1/4 cups is 250 calories. So that's not really a whole lot of popcorn for the calories. And what I did was, because it says skinny on the bag, I thought it was gonna make me skinny. So I literally went out and bought the Costco size bags. And I ate half the bag for a snack without realizing you only get a small amount of popcorn for those calories. So I was wondering why I wasn't losing weight is because I was eating hundreds of calories of popcorn, but I thought it was making me skinny, so I didn't realize. So then, once I did, I switched to the absolute best, and that is the Orville Redenbacher 80% less fat microwave popcorn. Get this, for the whole bag, it's 13 cups popped for 240 calories. That means I get double, more than double the Skinny Pop for less calories. And that's what I mean about volume. And then if I'm having a craving, I can just get the Colonel's seasoning, measure out a little bit so I don't go too high in calories, and I can flavor the popcorn any way I want and satisfy my cravings, plus eat more for less. Baller. Number 4, for the worst, dried fruit. And I'm showing Compass sweetened dried cranberries. 1/3 of a cup is 140 calories. I wanna show you what 1/3 of a cup looks like. That's it, for 140 calories. In the beginning, and Kyle knows this, I bought bags of dried cranberries, and I would literally eat out of the bag like they were candy, not realizing 140 calories for just this small amount. I was eating hundreds of calories for one snack. And this, it went right through me. It didn't really keep me full. So then I realized I needed to switch to the best, which is fresh strawberries and fresh watermelon. They are 2 of the most low calorie, high volume fruits that you can get, and they're really tasty. 1 cup of watermelon cubes is 47 calories, and 1 cup of strawberries is 47 calories. So get this cool thing that I'm gonna show you right now. 1/3 of a cup of dried cranberries for 140 calories, or 3 cups of either watermelon or strawberries, or a combo of both, for 141 calories. I'm going with this. Number 5, for the worst, Cliff Bars and Laura Bars. For the Cliff Bar, I'm showing a chocolate almond fudge one. It's marketed as a source of energy. For 1 bar, it's 260 calories and 11 grams of protein. For the Laura Bar, I'm showing a peanut butter chocolate chip. Per bar, it's 210 calories and 5 grams of protein. I love bars, but those are really high calorie for just a small bar. And if you look around and you really read labels and check the whole like granola energy bar aisle, you're gonna be able to find some really baller choices that are a lot lower calorie and the same or more protein. And so we insert the best, which is the Nature Valley and the Great Value protein bars. Kyle and I love to have these on hand at all times because they make great snacks, especially for traveling. So for the Nature Valley protein bar, I'm showing you our favorite, which is the peanut, almond, and dark chocolate. For one bar, it's 190 calories and 11 grams of protein. So that's already less than both of those. Then there's the Great Value, and we love the strawberry yogurt protein bar. For one bar, 150 calories and 11 grams of protein. So you can still eat snacks that you like, snacks that are healthy, but if you pick the lower cal ones, then you're rocking and rolling. You can eat high volume and eat what you like and stay in a calorie deficit. Number 6, for the worst, veggie chips and veggie straws. For the straws, I'm showing the Garden Veggie Straws. It's the rosemary and olive oil flavor. 68 straws is 240 calories and 1 gram of protein. And for the chips, I'm showing the Garden Wavy Chips, the sea salt flavor. 68 chips is 240 calories and 2 grams of protein. So if I'm looking at it, like, it's not a bad serving for the calories, but the problem is it's not very substantial. It doesn't really have a lot of fiber, it doesn't have a lot of protein, and I bought them because I thought, well, they're made out of veggies, I can just eat as much as I want. And again, the same thing as all the others, I was eating hundreds of calories thinking I was gonna lose weight because they were just made out of veggies. But also, my biggest problem with them is when I pick those, I really want chips, and they taste like potatoes. They don't really taste like chips. They don't give me that satisfaction of a chip. So they're not filling and they're not satisfying, which means I'm gonna keep eating bag after bag and it's gonna do nothing but put me in a calorie surplus. So what I like to eat instead, the best, are Quest chips. My favorite is the loaded taco because you get in one bag, it's 140 calories and 19 grams of protein. These are all the things I love about Quest chips. One, they come in a single serving bag. So when you're done, you're done. It's perfect portion control. 2, they taste like chips. They give me that satisfaction that I've eaten a chip, and there's a lot of flavors, so I can choose whatever I'm craving. They have like ranch, they have cheddar, sour cream, like a bunch of different kinds. So whatever I'm craving, I can satisfy it, and they're loaded with protein. So now I'm satisfied, I feel like I've eaten chips, and it keeps me full because of all of the protein. Number 7, for the worst, nuts. I'm showing Great Value Deluxe Mixed Nuts. A third of a cup is 320 calories and 9 grams of protein. So we already know what a third cup looks like. 320 calories in there. Nuts, I like them. I love them. If I'm going to eat them, I eat way less than the serving size because that's way too many calories and that would take up way too many of my day's worth. So I'll eat like a quarter of a cup, or lately I've been chopping half a tablespoon of peanuts and topping my frozen yogurt or my oatmeal with it. But that's it. It's mostly as a topping instead of a snack. What I like to choose instead for the best in place of nuts is what I call a snack plate. And what I put in the snack plate is a large dill pickle, a garlic one from the Great Value brand, half a cup of cucumber slices, 13 turkey pepperoni slices, the butterball is my favorite, 4 reduced fat and salt Breton crackers, and a great value marble cheese string. So for that entire snack, it's 192 calories and 14 grams of protein. So you get way, way more food and way less calories and more protein. And the best thing is, what I love about that is like you get, if you're craving the nuts because of fat, you get a little bit of fat from the cheese and the turkey pepperoni, and then the saltiness from the turkey pepperoni and the pickles. So it sort of satisfies that nut craving for me, and then I can eat a whole lot more. And number 8, for the worst, keto ice cream. I'm showing the Cool Way keto ice cream in the chocolate flavor. 3/4 of a cup is 230 calories and 5 grams of protein. So often when people want to lose weight, they will go buy keto stuff because it's lower in carbs, and people think that you have to get rid of carbs in order to lose weight. But again, it's about quantity, not quality. It's not what you eat, it's how much. So we're looking at portion sizes to lose weight, not getting rid of carbs. Second, keto ice cream and desserts and stuff tend to be a lot higher in calories, and I could go and get a different ice cream for way less calories for the same serving size or bigger. So what I like to choose instead for the best is Halo Top. And I'm showing the peanut butter swirl. For 3/4 of a cup, which is the same serving as the keto ice cream, it's 130 calories. So that's 100 calories less, and 8 grams of protein. So more protein and less calories. And then if I'm not feeling Halo Top that day, I have 2 other choices that I like to look at instead. One is frozen yogurt, and I'm showing the Chapman's frozen yogurt, the vanilla one. 3/4 of a cup is 150 calories and 3 grams of protein. And there's a bunch of different flavors of frozen yogurt. And the other one that I really love is the Great Value Caramel Greek Yogurt Smoothie Bars. They are so good. They taste like a caramel fudgesicle. 1 bar is 100 calories and 5 grams of protein. So it's all about picking a snack that you love, that you're gonna wanna eat, that's lower in calories, so that you can make high volume snacks and meals and feel like you're being full while staying in a calorie deficit so that you can meet all your goals. I hope this helped. I hope you enjoyed this. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.
Whoa.
Remember, the friends, that weight loss isn't just about the number on the scale. It's also about here and here. Heart and mindset. Fight through it. You can do it.